Thank you for tuning in to my Real Estate Maven channel, my Real Estate Maven Online, where life, real estate, and economics made simple. So this morning, we're very happy and honored to be with us, Dr. Larry Gamboa, who will be sharing with us life-changing questions in this coronified environment later. And later on, also, I will be sharing with you practical tips on how you're going to start your passive income today. Okay, before that, let me share with you Persus for his recap for our last session para naman may review tayo.
Good
Okay,
morning, Percy. Good to see you.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Mavs. Good morning, Sir Larry. Welcome to the third session. To our viewers, welcome to our third session of Life, Real Estate, and Economics Made Simple. Just a recap from our previous session.
Before you recap, you show your shirt.
Oh,
Show
yeah.
your shirt. Yan.
The shirt I'm wearing now, I am
Ayan.
Family's Real Estate Maven. Yes.
Wow.
I got this from one of Mav's Live's event, I think few years back then. So I'm wearing it now. Okay, now we'll proceed to the recap of our second session. Just to give a glimpse of what transpired then, we discuss what the requirements to be an entry to be a real estate professional. And we also discuss the tools that we can use as a real estate professional or investors, such as WhatsApp, Track Platter, and there were also idea gems that were discussed then, and such as pick one area. If you're going to pursue real estate, you have to pick one area, as discussed by Prof. Eden. Then determine the top sellers, and know what? Befriend them. Don't compete with them. It's not it's a helping one another. Also, it was also discussed the 5 P's you need to prepare if you want to sell your property. So some of the 5 P's: proper mindset, property legal documents, and the professionals you should know. So if you want to know more about what we discuss, then follow our page in Facebook and our YouTube channel. My Real Estate Maven. Back to you, Mavs.
Thanks, Persu. So let's move on, no? Because we will be having a lot this morning. So this session, we will not have our regular My Real Estate Maven quote because we will go directly to our life-changing questions. Dahil ready na si Sir Larry, no?
Who am I? I'm Larry Gamboa, the author of the book Think Rich Pinoy. And if you've read Think Rich Pinoy, that gives you a background on how I got involved in real estate. Basically, I'm just at that time a former LaSalle brother. I was in LaSalle for 4 wonderful, glorious years, where I grew up from knowing nothing to becoming an independent, grown-up person. But I had one problem when I left the brothers. Actually, one problem, and I had one realization. Let's start with the realization. I realized that while I left the brothers, the mission of the LaSalle brothers, education, never left me. So after I left the LaSalle brothers, I continued this passion for education. So that's why you have there thinkrichpinoy.com. You can get in touch with me or find out about me, about my passion. Just go to that website, and I'll even give you a free ebook, The 7 Steps to Financial Freedom. And just put in your name and your email, and the system will give you this free ebook. Okay? During COVID, and even before COVID, I have a passion to coach people. That comes out, of course, out of the Think Rich Pinoy Abundance seminars that I've been doing, of course, with the help of people like Mabs, the Maven, the Centro Maven group, Bo Sanchez, and all of these wonderful people who have met and gotten to know along the way. You know? my mission is to help expand Pinoy entrepreneurial freedom. Now, of course, Larry, how can you do that during times of social distancing, when social distancing is the new normal? O, yun ang setting natin ngayon. So, let me begin with crisis. Since we're all in a crisis now, let me talk about crisis that I experienced 10 months ago, specifically July 10, 2019. The day, Wednesday, and 3 times of that day, I had 3 crises. First at 4 in the morning, second at 9 in the morning, and then next, while I was going through the first and second crisis, the third crisis was happening simultaneously. Grabe. So that's 10 months ago. What happened in that time? What was the crisis I was sharing? First, I had a property, since Mabs is a Maven real estate mentor. I had a property in Makati, in Guadalupe, which I was still in the process of taking possession of. I already got legal clearance from the judge, and it's just a matter of, can we take over? Can we take possession of the property? You know, when you're in the real estate business, possession is key. If you don't have possession, which was my problem, wala akong possession, you cannot just take over the property that you own. You have to go through a legal process. And you see the sign there, that was part of the legal process, saying that the judge had already awarded possession to Think Rich Pinoy. Now, will they allow us to go in or not? Will the sheriff be willing to accompany us? Will the sheriff serve notice to those who are occupying na magte-take over na kami? The possibility of resistance was there. While that's going on, the second tragedy or crisis is that's my kidney that you see there. I was in St. Luke's Hospital and I had an operation, a kidney operation, where I lost my left kidney. So yun yung doctor, and that's the kidney, and here's the doctor explaining.
The entire fat surrounding the kidney is removed. Yung tawag na radical nephrectomy. So if you notice, it's all intact. You don't even see the kidney yet. Okay? So the kidney is actually here. Exposed ko na ng konti. May parang pula. Where's the tumor? This one.
Percy, naririnig mo ba siya? Can you hear? Dr. Steve Lim?
So wala na ko nakikita ang gross extension.
Mabs, naririnig mo ba si Doc?
So,
Yes. And ayokong tignan.
Okay. So ayaw ni Mabs, so I go on to the next slide. So that was the second crisis, di ba? Now here's the next crisis. Remax TRP was about to close. Worldwide, Remax TRP Realty was not able to pay rent in Molito. Actually, we're able to pay rent, but Molito, after 5 years, did not want to renew our contract for Molito, so that we were already given notice that we should vacate our office in Molito, and that's it. We appealed, but no dice. You have to vacate your office in Molito. Well, kung mawala yung opisina na yon, saan kami pupunta? At kung meron kaming pupuntuhan man or they will extend, paano namin iso-sustain yung overhead? So, are we going to close or are we going to stay open? Already, I'll give you the answer. That day, with the leadership of Victor, who was president of Remax TRP, we merged with Remax Capital and became Remax Capital Alabang. And you know what office we got? The co-working space across Molito in Clock Inn. The co-working space of the Ayalas. So yun yung third crisis. Forward, 10 months later, notice I use impact filter tool that I learned from Dan Sullivan. And in the impact filter, I filled up the space answering questions so that Remax TRP could pivot. What's pivot? Meaning to say, magpapalit ng direksyon. We cannot continue on in the old system. We have to go to a new system. So, how was I able to survive and then pivot and even prosper, as a company, as a business? Well, there are 4 things I want to single out, 4 tips for succeeding. You see them there. Number 1, mindset. Number 2, mastermind. Number 3, books and seminar, online and live. Let's hit the mindset. Alam mo, what mindset helped me go through those 3 crises? And what mindset do I bring into this latest scary crisis we are all in, the Corona-19 virus? Yun ang tanong ko po. And do you know, I found the answer as I listened to Arun Gogna of Feast Bellevue preach. And Arun preached this wonderful, wonderful feast at home session on the 3 life-changing assignments. And assignment kasi si Arun, professor yun sa Lasal Benilde, professor of theology of religion. Assignment lagi pag professor. Ako, 3 life-changing questions / assignments so that every entrepreneur and broker can not just survive, but prosper during and after this crisis. So let me share that. Well, first of all, one of the mindsets should be focusing on time. That's all we have now. That's the gift we are given. Many people are complaining about locked in. Many people are saying, kailan ito hihinto? When can we go out? Complain, angry, irritated. Grabe kasi ang quarantine. Ang tawag ko dyan, pag pamilya kayo, papel de liha. It's sandpaper. Sandpaper yung mga relationships, kasi hindi madali. Hindi madali. Nagkakabanggaan, nagkakainitan, yung sagot nito, kasi hindi sanay na nag-uusap 24 hours a day, So how do you handle time? Not only before Corona, during Corona, and after Corona. That is one of the mindsets. And I had a suggestion. Learn to divide time into 3. Number 1, decide on your focus time. Number 2, decide on your preparation time. And number 3, decide on your buffer time. Another word for buffer is rejuvenation time. And how do you do this? Well, you can do it first. Take the long view. Yearly. You have 365 days a year. Decide of the 365 days, ano yung magiging focus time mo, ano yung preparation time, ano yung buffer time. The secret is this. Umpisahan mo yung buffer time muna. What is buffer time? Rejuvenation time. Para na-rejuvenate ka. Ano yun? Well, that's exercise, that's eating correctly, that's enjoying vacations, travel, where you're just enjoying yourself. Maraming kwento dyan si Mabs regarding yung mga travel ng grupo. And I was privileged, despite my operation, nakasama ko sila sa Myanmar, halimbawa. Well, that's buffer time. Okay, once you take away 365 days, you take away 100 days, that leaves 265 for focus time and preparation time. That means yung 100 days, you will use for your focus time. What's focus time? That's where you focus on your business. That's where you focus on, for me, for example, the Think Rich Pinoy Abundance Seminar, which is given 4 times a year, the last 12 years. And kung ang focus time mo, yung seminar, kung sakali ikaw si Steph Curry, yung focus time ni Steph Curry or si Michael Jordan, yung time on the basketball court, yung 4 quarters, focus time. You have to be 100% really focused to do well. Kung pa 90% ka lang or 95%, hindi ubra. You will do lousily. So even if you're sick, even if you're fever, even if whatever you're feeling, pag time on the court, you have to be 100% on target. That's the meaning of focus time. Now, you cannot do good focus time without what they call in acting, may front stage, tapos may backstage. Yung backstage, doon yung preparation time. That's where Steph Curry gets ready. That's the warm-up before he steps on the court. That's the practice that Steph Curry does, that Michael Jordan does before they step on the court and perform their best. That's why they're called the GOAT. Alam mo ba ang GOAT? Hindi yung kambing, ha? Yun yung greatest all-time ever na basketball player or golf player or yoga exercise. So, master the time. Finally, I had to learn how to do it daily. How do you win daily? How do you daily have your buffer time, preparation time, and focus time? O yun, yung feast at home ni Arun last Sunday. He gave the secret on how to do that. Hindi ko bibigay sa inyo. You have to go to Feast at Home, Arun Gogna, and listen to him speak about planning the future about your future. Maganda yung title. Kailangan makinggan kayo kay Arun. So that's one mindset. Ha? You gotta get your focus time, preparation time, buffer time, and you see me doing my exercise every day. Araw-araw ginagawa ko yung stretch training ko, 4 sets.
Latest picture ba yan, sir?
Siguro mga 2 weeks, you know. Pero yan ang araw-araw ginagawa ko. So, latest, oldest, pareho, no? Ginawa ko, ganyan, ginagawa ko yan. Tapos natepok, somebody, hindi ko na sabihin, nabuksan. Siyempre, ano nangyari? Bagsak. Tignan mo. Tignan mo yung nangyari sa akin. Talagang, you know, muntik na nung tumama ako. Kala ko hospital na to. Baka nabalian ako. Baka na sprain. Baka I have to leave the house and go to the hospital, which is the worst thing to happen in the coronavirus. Kasi the hospital is where you can get sick. And people who get to the hospital, you may or may not know it, walang kasama yan. The hospital will not accept member of the family. Only the patient is accepted. Even if they are in the emergency room, lalo na. So that's in my head. At alam mo, because again, guardian angel, Michael the guardian angel, yan ang wound ko lang. Walang nabali. Hindi ako na sprain, hindi na balian, no? I asked the question, who saved me? Ako, sino pa? Yung archangel. So that's happening. That happened when I was doing my focus time, my preparation, my rejuvenation time, yun ang stretching. Okay. And what about the preparation time or learning. Alam mo, while this was going on, itong 50 days, etc., nag-launch si Jeff Walker in the middle of the coronavirus in the United States, in Denver, Colorado. Jeff Walker, alam mo si Bo Sanchez, sila Mabs, etc., yun ang mga mentor ko dito sa Pilipinas. Pero abroad, marami akong mentor. Si Brendan Bouchard, alam ni Mabs yun, si Brendan Bouchard, yung high performance. Pero sa lahat ng mga mentors na sinasalian ko, itong si Jeff Walker, sa tingin ko, pinakamagaling. Bakit? Yung product niya is the product launch formula. That is online marketing. And just to show you very quickly why he's so good, Jeff Walker is officially the billion-dollar man. His online marketing for himself, and all the students he has taught online marketing to, total combined is $1 billion. That's a B, more than $1 billion. Siguro mga 1.1 na ngayon. 1.2. At lumalaki pa rin. At nag-launch siya. And you know, that drawing that you see in the background, he's telling you why when you do the product launch formula, when you hit the sales video, that's when you lean forward and you sell your heart out for the product that you're selling online. And you see on the top, he's arguing, don't sell on your heels. Huwag ka takot. You have to lean forward with enthusiasm, with your offer, with your description of the transformation that your product will do. You even take away the risk through risk reversal and guarantee. You give them a guide, and then finally in your mind, you have to believe it is your sacred duty to sell. Grabe, no?
Grabe yan, sir, ha? I just want to emphasize yan, sir. Let me just do a quick insert on
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Yes,
No,
ma'am.
I like it, and I like it and I love it that yung emphasis nyo that during this crisis, no, it didn't stop him to launch his product, to launch
Absolutely.
diba? And then, ano yung sabi nyo, sir? Don't sell on your heel.
Yeah.
Lean forward. I
Lean
love it.
forward.
Yun yung gusto ko sa inyo, sir. Kasi you always give me words to keep me kicking.
Oo, kasi alam mo, si Mabs, magaling magbenta yan. You should listen to her make a pitch during the Centro Maven sa Think Rich Pinoy Abundance Seminar. Grabe mag-selling si Mabs.
Let's move forward, sir. It's
Okay,
not-
okay. So,
yeah, but I just want to emphasize that we
yes,
should
ma'am.
be selling
Yeah.
not on our heels, but we should be leaning forward and
Yes,
launch in whatever season, no? Whether
Yes,
there's
ma'am.
virus or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Whether
And
we're in
whether
corona.
online or offline, ganon. Pero
When you have your product,
yes, ma'am.
launch it.
That's key. You should have your product. And your product, you should believe in it. You should be able to articulate it in writing and in words so that at the other side of the fence, you know, yun yung offer fence. Nakikita mo sa likod ni Jeff Walker, yung arrow na yan, yun ang fence. On the other side of that fence, you have to speak about the results, the ROI of your product, your service, the peso or dollar value they can expect if they do it. And with all that money, with all that results, with all that dollars, what is the freedom that they will get? Freedom of time, freedom of purpose, freedom of money, freedom to relate with people that you like and don't have to force to be relating with people that don't like you or that you don't like. In other words, freedom talaga is the other side.
freedom to choose.
Freedom to choose. So yun.
Yeah,
That's,
sir, let's move forward. We only
mindset.
have 15
Ngayon,
minutes.
tapos na.
Tapos na.
So, Q&A na.
So, what's the live? So, let's
tama.
review, sir, the 3 questions.
Okay.
Who saved
So,
you?
The 3 questions are this. Very good. Thank you. What are the 3 life-changing questions that every broker, entrepreneur must ask to pivot during the COVID-19? Ito yung natuto ko kay Arun. First question, for the present, kasi alam mo si Arun magaling eh. May present, tapos may past, tapos may future. Yung present is, what are 100 blessings you can list? 100. Pag-isipan mo, I woke up this morning, I saw the birds chirping, umuulan.
So first, life-changing question,
100
100 blessings.
Sagutin mo yon,
Wow.
and if you answer that, something will happen to your mindset. Yun ang sinabi ko. So number 1 is mindset. Why? Rather than a complaining mindset, a sad mindset, a depressed mindset, magpapalit yan. That's proven by psychology. That's proven by, the people who have studied the mind and the brain and how it works. No? So
every day yan, sir, 100 blessings. Tama ba? Every day?
Hindi. Just start with one day, 100 blessings. Ako, halimbawa, as of today, I listened to Arun siguro mga 2 weeks ago. Every day, sinusulat ko. 5 muna, tapos 5 pa, tapos 5 pa, tapos total 50, tapos 60. So, by the time I hit today, I am 106 blessings na yung nasusulat sa win streak.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, a win streak. In other words, you can divide it any way you want. You can do it in 1 day, which some people do. You can do it in 1 week, or you can do it in 2 weeks. Nasa sa'yo. Basta, wag ka huminto, nagli-list ng 100 blessings. Ako may sikreto ako eh. Sinusulat ko in writing at sasabihin ko kay Lord, Lord, salamat. I'm grateful for this blessing today. Number 1, I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that I can get ready to join Mabs in her Zoom call. I'm grateful that yung computer ko hindi namatay. Meron akong backup na iPad kung sakala may... I am great. Lahat linilista ko and I have it here, no? And hindi lang sa papel, although you can use paper, no? Alam mo naman.
So, ayaw ni sir, ayaw nyo ng paper. Gusto nyo, high-tech kayo, no? You have your app.
Technology na tayo.
At 74.
Lahat ng mga tao ngayon, tignan mo si Percy, si Mab, si mga dito sa bahay, lahat technology na eh.
Yes.
So, nakahanap ako ng sikreto. Again, I'll share the secret, no? Bonus na to. The name of the app is Winstreak. WINSTREAK. And ginagamit ko yun as my way of praying the examen. Pero ang sikreto ko, I list down my blessings. Ayun.
Yun. Alright. So, second question.
Second question. What is one big trial I overcame in the past?
Kayo, sir, you shared 3 big trials.
Okay, tapos na. Sinyer ko na. So, may example ako. You can share 1, you can share 2, you can share 3. Inunahan na kayo. Nag-share ako ng 3. Pero pick your own. But you have to go back and say, in the last 12 months or in the last month or now, anong trial na, or yesterday, anong na-overcome ko na trial na pasalamat ako sa Panginoon. That's the second question because that goes to the past and it challenges you to remember a trial where you were in a crisis, where you were low, and you are able to overcome it. Alam mo naman, buhay, up and down, up and down.
That you will remember, sir, no? You will remember that you will overcome any trial.
Yes. So, alam mo naman, may sikreto ako, may sikreto sila Mabs, ganyan. Pero you don't even have to be a Christian. You can be a good human being. You still go through trials and you still experience overcoming it. Pero syempre tayo, alam natin ang sikreto. Ang Panginoon at saka yung Holy Spirit. So,
yes,
bonus na natin yan. Third. Future na ngayon. We went to the present, the blessings. We went to the past, trial that you overcame. And what it can do when you do that, when you write it, by the way, hindi lang sa utak ha. Hindi lang sa utak. You have to use your, what I always call the third eye. Susulat mo yan sa Think Rich Pinoy workbook pag nasa seminar ka or whatever paper that you have. Sulat mo. Kasi pag sinulat mo, pumapasok yan sa utak. May apekto sa mindset. Number
Pwede rin
3.
colored pen.
Colored pen. Red, white, black. Oh, whiteboard. Grabe, nasa iyo na. You can be creative. Yung mga bata, nagdo-drawing sila habang si Marit, Sofia, si Ziva, nandun, 10 years old, 5 years old, nagdo-drawing yan, sinusulatan si Lolo. Okay, third question. From the present to the past, where do you think we're gonna go? To the future. So, what's the life-changing question? What is one goal that I want to thank God for in advance? Whoa! Imagine, you can actually thank God in advance for a future blessing. Lord, meron akong Think Rich Pinoy Abundance Seminar on July 25. I'm thanking you in advance that I will have 50 to 70 participants in the Think Rich Pinoy Abundance Seminar on July 25 at Makati Sports Club. Larry, ano kung hindi pwede? Lord, I want it to be online. Like now,
It
through
will
Zoom.
be more.
Oh, it will be more than 70 kung online.
Yes.
And even if people join online, ibo-bonus ko na. Kung bukas na ang Makati Sports Club at pwede na daw, you can also, once you join the online, also join the offline. Siyempre meron tayong limitations, no, how many seats can Makati Sports Club handle, no? Hindi pwedeng 200, no? So yung maunang makapasok, siyempre yun ang priority. But yun ang pinasasalamatan ko na sa Panginoon na mangyayari. In other words, thank God for future blessings. Yun yung akin. You come up with your own blessings, kanya-kanya, no?
Yun. So, okay, sir. Let's summarize.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo. So, 100 blessings. No? Write your 100 blessings.
Yes, ma'am.
And then your one big trials in
Yes.
the past that you overcame.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 3, what is that one goal that you want to thank in advance?
Yes.
Diba? Pwede rin bang 2, sir?
Mindset and action immediately.
Yes.
You tap. And that's what everybody now needs. Real estate brokers, entrepreneurs. You have to get your mindset focused. You have to get your mindset right. You have to not be held by looking at the past and getting discouraged. But now you can look at the past as a way of moving towards the future and then acting towards the future. Hindi pwede yung isip-isip lang, hindi pwede yung dreaming lang, hindi pwede yung wishing lang. Kailangan see, sow, surrender sa Panginoon. See clearly, feeling, sow by action, and surrender to the Lord the future goal that you want. And wag mong gawin malabo yung future goal, be specific. So that pag nakuha mo, sabi mo, tingnan mo, talagang I can really trust in the Lord. And if you don't even achieve your goal, you say, Lord, thank you for not making me achieve it because I know you will give me something better. So, nabusted ako ng girlfriend or ng boyfriend. And then because I got busted and I was so depressed, that opened the door for Mr. Right, for Miss Right. Oh, ganon ang mindset. Ganon
Okay,
ang
sir.
mindset. Oh. So those are the 3.
So, thank you. Wow, ang galing. So, these are transforming questions, no? Actually, for me, this is transforming question. Your 100 blessings, no? Sulat
Yes,
natin yan. One big trials that you overcame, we should always remember that kasi it will remind us also that we will again overcome whatever trials that we're going through. And the number 3, what is that goal that you want to thank God in advance? So that's
Yes,
our
ma'am.
transforming questions. Thank you to Sir Larry and of course kay Brother Arun. No?
Brother Aaron and Brother
Share
Bo.
and
Kasi
Brother
lahat
Bo.
yung feast builders, yun yung feast at home na pinipreach nila sa kanya-kanyang feast sa Bay Area, sa
Yes.
PICC.
Mm-mm.
Lahat ng feast na yan, galing sa mga feast builders
Mm.
led by Bo, Aaron, and all they're all taking individual charge, taking individual leadership. So wherever feast they attend, basta entrepreneur ka at saka real estate broker or even empleyado, meron kang magagawa. Talagang the feast, because of the feast, God will change your life during this virus and after.
Yes.
Basta mag-attend ka ng feast. It's
Yes.
the best MBA program on the planet. I'm telling you, kala mo feast is for praying? It is. Kala mo feast is for praising? It is. But the feast is also an MBA program of God. God is in the middle of the feast because through the feast, we become better people. We become sons of God, daughters of God. We become entrepreneurs that will make an impact in the world because entrepreneurs are the secret to how we will move forward after this coronavirus and even before the coronavirus. So, ang sikreto is attend the feast.
Attend.
Online and then live pagbukas na.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ang napakaganda pa na sinabi ninyo ay, aside from the life-changing question, is that when you share Jeff Walker, no, very important. People can look up to Jeff Walker also online on how they're gonna learn from him also. But basically, Jeff Walker is teaching us to launch despite of the situation, as long as you have the product that you believe in, and then you sell it. Ano nga yun? Yung not on your heels but lean forward.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a sacred duty to sell.
Yeah, it's yun. It's
Why
your sacred duty to sell.
Because you are serving the seller, pag real estate, and you are serving the buyer. You are actually giving them, through this service, God's love and God's grace. Why? The seller is able to get a good price for their property, and the buyer is able to get a good property that will fit their needs and their budget. When you can serve two people in that way, so there is a meeting of the minds, ay, ang saya para sa mga real estate brokers. Ang saya.
Yes.
And it's because of God, not because of you. The commission is just, again, another bonus of God, no? Because part of that commission, huwag mong kalimutan mag-tithe sa feast, you know?
We'll discuss that tithing in the future, sir.
Oo, nagtatithe ako, biski na every week dahil alam ko, you know, kailangan ng mga tao and I want to support the feast, no? So yun.
Yun. Yung pala meron tayong tawag nito, campaigner ng True, sir. Anyway, sir, thank you. I think we're already running out of time because I will be discussing naman after you. I will be discussing 5 practical ways on them how to start their passive income. So mga practical examples natin yan, sir. You know.
Okay, Mabs. So I can say
So any final words? Do you have any final words before?
Final words. The final word is...
after so many final words.
Sabi ni Jack Ma kasi, yesterday is bad. Today is worse. But tomorrow is sunshine by God's grace.
Amen.
So yan ang mangyayari sa atin. But you have to get your mindset right. You have to do the assignments. You have to turn your life to the Lord. And you can grow by attending the feast every week. whether on Sunday, online, live, or you can do it online. Para ongoing ang ano natin, ang negosyo at yung our life will continue to grow. Thank you, Mabs.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
So we'll now move forward, Persus.
Yes.
So we'll go over time now. Thank you so much, Sir Larry.
You're
Sir Larry
welcome, Mabs.
talaga,
God bless you. God bless.
when I hear Sir Larry give a talk, it really gives me a lot of wisdom snippets, no? So, ewan ko na lang kung hindi kayo na-bless sa sinabi niya at wala kayong, I'm sure marami kayong natutunan. So anyway, so let's move forward. Persus, before I move forward, you wanna recap again, Sir Larry's, 3 big questions?
Ang
Or
nag-resonate
what resonated with you?
sa akin yung first question niya, yung 100 blessings, because everyday din ako naman nagsusulat din kasi.
Yeah.
I write. Things to be grateful for, and I thank God for it. Pero kulang pa pala, kailangan pala 100. Sana umabot na siya ng 100.
100.
And with yung second is what is one big trial you overcame? Yun, hindi ko pa siya iniisip ko pa siya. And yung third is what is one goal that I have to thank God for in advance? I think this one connected siya sa ang tawag dito sa subconscious natin. It's more on priming our subconscious na makukuha natin yung goal na yun. And we're appreciating, and what we appreciate and what we focus on, usually nakukuha natin. So, I think it relates to that. And I believe that.
Ayan, so with that, let's close and end into prayer. Gusto mong ikaw naman mag-lead Persus of our prayer this morning?
Okay. Of course, it's okay. Okay. So, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, thank you for another session. A very successful session of life, real estate, and economics made simple. And please bless the audience that they have learned. I know they've learned so much, and bless them to take action on what they've learned. And bless the sharers also, and the speakers who share their insights, their knowledge to the viewers. And please bless the next sessions, the upcoming sessions. And thank you for making this happen. Thank you for connecting people, allowing them to give their time here. Again, we do this to praise you, Lord. And thank you for everything. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy
Amen.
Spirit.
And click and subscribe our channel, My Real Estate Maven Online, where life, real estate, and economics made simple. And our tagline, Persus, that because together as a family,
we can make
things happen.
happen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.